ready? Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday.
Hi, yay,
Hey.
last day.
Are you guys
We made
happy
it.
it's Friday? Everybody leaving today? I'm happy. I'm exhausted. We've done 12 sessions today.
This week.
This week.
Feels like in one day.
Feels like today. So my energy is a little bit low. But we're here to tell you guys, I'm sure you guys have all seen how important Teams is to Microsoft.
We should probably introduce ourselves first.
That's right. See, I'm Pranay Kaufman. I work in Core Services Engineering, and I'm responsible for our migration from Skype for Business to Teams. So Core Services Engineering, quickly, is formerly MSIT.
Yeah, so I'm Sarah Bush, and I also work in Core Services Engineering and Operations, and I'm responsible for the readiness for our some 240,000 users to adopt Teams.
Yeah.
Glad to be here with you today.
Yeah, so thank you for coming in. We want to just kind of give you guys a story about our teams and let you know how we're moving forward. We've been talking about the upgrade strategy all week, but really goes down to kind of our core principles for why we're using Teams to ensure that there's the value proposition for our users so that they can also be using the product, because as you can imagine at Microsoft, they have choices to use anything. So for us to also deploy Teams was like another product. How do I use this? When do I use this? Everybody thinks that, oh, it's really easy at Microsoft to adopt, but on the contrary, it's actually more difficult. So
Adoption fatigue.
Yeah, adoption fatigue, exactly. So a couple of the things. I mean, obviously Teams, you guys have been hearing, it meets the modern workplace. It allows you to work physically in remote locations. Everybody can join. It's persistent threading, so you can get that information whenever you need it. We also have the ability that is customizable for Teamworks, right? It's a hub for teamwork where you can add connectors, you can add extended apps into this, so it's just one place to go, which makes it really great. And now with like the calling and meeting experience, it really simplifies the whole process for you. You go to one place, everything's there, and you can access it. So our internal adoption program, we talk about these 4 guiding principles: awareness, engagement, measurement, and management. These are really important to us. You've been hearing me say this, I think, a lot this week. We had some core pillars. Obviously, the awareness is around the art of teamwork training. We did a lot of training with our users, and that's ongoing through the rollout. We also have white glove engagements. So based on our users, as they're learning more, right, as they get through the L100, L200, they're coming back to us and saying, hey, we need some support. How do we restructure this? What's the best way to redo this? So organizations are coming to us, and we're having to provide the white glove service to support these changes that are happening. Most important, measurement. I don't know if you guys saw Sarah's session on metrics. It was incredible, right? For us, in order to move forward with our waves and in our rollout, we have to understand, are we actually doing this correctly? What are the measurements? Who's using it? Are we retaining these users? Is this valuable? And Sarah will talk about that. Very important. And lastly, management, right? Getting the feedback from users to improve the product. One of the things we always talk about is building that trust with our users. So we need to get that feedback. We do a lot of impromptu surveys. We do global satisfaction surveys. We do polls to really understand what's going on, as well as the user voice. One of the things I highly recommend, even for you and your users, in the Teams app itself, there's a little icon with the light bulb, and so you can actually submit your ideas in there, and they get ranked. And just as much as you want features, it's the same for us. We do the same thing. So it's really important to be able to improve, monitor, and get the features that your users want. So I'm going to hand it over to Sarah so she can talk to you more.
Yeah, thank you, Pranay. So just to kind of get a level set on the people here, how many people are using Teams daily for your work today? Okay, we've got some users. And how many of you consider yourselves responsible to get your, either the people that work for or with, or you responsible? Yeah, exactly. Not an easy task, especially when they're busy. They're used to knowing already how to do something to move the needle on that. So when we found, we kind of did this foundationally, we said, how are we going to move over 200,000 users onto Teams? One, when they still have the option to use Skype for Business, and two, when that's just like second nature to them because we've been using it so long, right? And along with other things like the Art of Teamwork Tour and our snackable videos and different ways to get content because people like to learn in different ways, we said one of the things we'd like to try is a champions program. So we're going to do a pilot. The first thing that we talked about was, that sounds good, but there's a difference between volunteer and voluntold. And voluntold doesn't always work as well as volunteer. So we were trying to be thoughtful about, where are we hearing people engaging? Who are the evangelists that have adopted this and brought this, into their lives because they love the product and they're passionate about it? One place was our Teams Yammer feed. Organically, certain amount of our users had started answering others' questions on that Yammer feed. We use that a lot internally just to crowdsource information or get information out there. And the people answering were from all over, all across the company. We're in many, many countries and many, many buildings. So that was our first recruiting pool. We're like, okay, there's our first chance. Then we actually knew that it had to be global, because there are different infrastructural things, there are different jobs, there are different ways of working in different places in the world. So we knew that we had to get out there and reach out to our IT managers and different field engagement delivery managers and area capability leads. Would you mind holding your questions till the end? Is that okay? I could take a quick pause if you want. Right. Yeah. Yeah. She's asking about how did we identify different roles so that different people could come on board. And the fact is, we didn't. This is completely volunteer. And we've got all of these roles that are represented. So hopefully, the magic happened and it was totally lucky. And hopefully we gave them some good value prop, which I'll go through, which brought them on board. So, and to your point, a champion who understands what you do is going to be more effective for you, or what I do for me, than just a general voluntold champion. I want to talk quickly about the elite program. The dog fooding program, or early adopter program, was another one we reached out to, because clearly these are people that are interested in the product and having that early feature release. Also, they're typically your people who want to be the ones in the know, right? Yeah, I know it's coming. Yeah, come see me about that, right? Art of Teamwork attendees, we talked a little bit about this. Hopefully you've heard about it. It's extraordinarily successful. It's also available to our customers and partners through the Toolkit for Teamwork.
Yes.
It's the level 100 training, which is landing on, how do I orient in teams? How do I set teams up so that it's productive for me right away and not too noisy or too overwhelming?
Yep.
The second one is about, how do I, as a team owner, set it up for you, for the people that I'm working with, so that we can all understand where to find things and where to operate, and we can become more productive together. So we do 2 one-hour sessions, webinars today in 3 time zones, several times a week. And it consists of kind of landing the messaging around what Teams is and why, and the better voice and video experience. And then it's a live demo, and then it's a Q&A. So we found it to be extraordinarily effective, and I can talk a little bit more about that later. And then we've found over time that it's other champions are bringing in other champions. And to your point, it's like happening in all these different organizations. So we've got representation from different roles and all over the globe. So we said, okay, here are recruiting pools. And I want to reiterate that is the number one. There are 3 key things. That's the number one key thing to do. Get the right people to volunteer, because they're going to press this forward for you. Secondly, we had these key fundamentals. We needed to make it global. As I've mentioned, we're a global company. We need representation. We wanted to, this is point number 2, make the champions visible. Make them visible to the end users. And I'll go more deeply into how we did that. It in of itself drew interest, because people didn't know what it meant, and it started a conversation. And then we did digital campaigns around how you find a champion. Then there's a set of gives. There are expectations for being a champion. So if you're going to be identified as a champion and we're going to send people to you, you need to know what we're delivering. And finally, those gets. What's in it for them, right? This is an addition to their day job, so it needs to be rewarding enough for them to participate. The gives. So first, what we need from them. The art of teamwork training I just described, we have what we call T3 sessions, train the trainer sessions. We have these multiple times a week, and anybody, really anybody can join, but they're specifically for the champions to learn how we deliver the L100 and L200 training. We also give them a toolkit that says, here's your digital signage, here's how you promote it in your building, here's a script or a walkthrough as an outline for what you deliver in the deck that we give you, how you might want to walk through the demo, and how you can get help with Q&A if you don't have, nobody has all the answers, so here's how we support you. And then finally, we templatized an email, a thank you email for attending, with all of the resources that are available for people to learn about teams. So we said, here's how you do the training, here's a kit, we're gonna make it easy on you, we know you have a day job, and thank you for giving up your lunch hour, whatever it is that you're doing to do this, and then they're off and running. Also, we have them listed as an opt-in. They have to agree to let us put them on a list in our intranet for Core Services Engineering, IT's intranet, that has a list of who the champions are in their organization and their role, so that if I want to know more about teams, and then we do these marketing campaigns around it, if I want to know more, I know who to talk to, and I can make an appointment with them, or I can say, we're having an all hands or a big meeting, can you please come train us and help us? And then we use them also to promote ongoing readiness. So when we come up with our level 300 training, we will do the same thing. We will put that together, and then we will train them and roll it out. We've recently done the snackable videos, which is 5 minutes or less of a scenario-based training. So how to have a private meeting in Teams. This is a very different experience than Skype for Business, even though it's a meeting, right? Yeah. Or how do I navigate in a Teams meeting? We have one on the top 5 things you want to do in Teams when you start. And then another one, really important to us, we have one that's Teams only mode. As an organization, because we're so huge, we're rolling out like EVP level orgs together onto Teams only. So as we go through those waves, there will be some people who still have Teams and Skype, while others have only Teams until we get everybody moved across. So we did a quick snackable that says, it's going to be okay. You're still going to be able to do all your work. Just, and here's how you can get help. So we use the champions to promote these things too. What's in it for them? This is one of my favorite things to talk about, is this digital badge, because we had this lady had this awesome idea, and we made it real. And it's something that you put on your profile. Only if you're a champion and you've agreed to all the things I've just talked about, you get this badge for your profile. And I keep putting it this way, but it's true. People are like, what's that thing on your face? Yeah. And that starts the conversation about Teams. It was brilliant. And then they're like, how can I get that thing on my face? And they're like, well, here's what you do. And it has gone viral. It's been really fun. The other thing that I think is important, so that's when I say make them recognizable, do it in a big way, right? They're really recognizable. The other thing that we do is send everybody that signs up a physical kit. It's a window cling and a sticker and a welcome letter. It doesn't seem like much, but it's a lot, because it's I see you, I thank you, you're a part of something, and I need you. We need you to help us. And I've mentioned it, we've had multiple people, multiple champs say, this is awesome. This cling is awesome, and I put it up in my office window, or they take selfies and post them on the team with their stuff.
Yeah,
it's just awesome.
It's incredible.
They're great. As I said, going back to get the right people, these are the kind of people who are jazzed about Teams. And then they have more of their gets are that they have access to us, the SMEs. They have access to what's going on with the rollout, where we're at. They're the point of contact for their organization to keep them up to speed. And they also are invited to a monthly call that we have with the product group. So we talk live about what's coming in the product, what's in the inner rings, what's coming, what's the timing. And then they give feedback to the product group live and say, hey, this is not working, or that all of my customers and partners absolutely need this. So it's kind of a give and get there. It's very, very productive. So does it work? This is the most, kind of the most important part, right? It can be fun, it can be great, but does it really work? And it does. I am just, it's fabulous. We set up metrics so that we could figure this out. We set out to have a pilot of 50, 75, I don't know, whoever would volunteer. And today we have more than 650 champions, more than 45 countries, and I think we're almost 100 buildings now. Yeah. So it's just kind of taken off, and people are bringing in other people. What's important here is that in buildings with champions, you can see that the numbers go up. They're moving the needle. One of the things that we talk about in adoption for teams is that toe in the water, you know, I'm gonna take that first step in, is around chat. It's the easiest piece. It's also a super delighter. If you know how to use like one-to-many and add history, or add a one-to-one with a tab, like to a PBI, or work on files together, it's a very, very rich chat experience. And we joke that we actually talk in Giphy in chat. We literally do. We have Giphy conversations. So it's super fun. And you can see that the champions have completely pivoted that. Again, up until this point, everybody's had both Skype and Teams. And in buildings where there are champions, they've decided to default to Teams, which just blows my mind. Another thing about meetings here, we haven't had the full rollout of the Outlook plugin. You guys know what the plugin is. You have it for Skype right in your Outlook calendar on the ribbon. We have that for Teams, but a lot of our people don't have that yet. So this means that they're doing meetings through the Teams app. Do you guys know what the meeting experience through the Teams app? Yeah. It's very easy in Outlook, and it's a little bit different in the app. So to have that kind of adoption through the app, I think is pretty good. And the most important thing is all the numbers are moving up, again, when they still have options.
And as Sarah said, we just rolled out the Teams added, and we're still rolling it out to the whole organization. The big thing is we started some competitions within the orgs to see who could get some excitement and create some competition between leaders to see, okay, in your org, who can create the most meetings in a period of time. We also did it at our hackathon this summer. We had everyone participate and we got them to add in earlier, and we just announced the winners, and it was amazing the number of meetings they had, and then also they were super excited about it. They became a part of it and automatically became a champion. So it really is trying to get that excitement into the program.
Absolutely.
And creating that visibility for people.
And it makes it so easy to do it when you have the Outlook plugin. You know, it's a key enabler, critical enabler if you're an adoption driver. Absolutely. So that's about what they're doing for us, but I like to talk about what we're doing for them, and if it's working for them, and if, you know, I wanted to know how they're feeling about it. We have a 98% satisfaction level, so I'll take it. I'm really glad. Again, for like the third time, it goes back to picking the right people. They're almost a 90% satisfaction with the training support, so I'm really happy with that because that's a big ask of them. That's a lot of work for them to do in addition to their day job. We've got 83% satisfaction with the monthly calls with the PG that I mentioned. So I want to dig in there and see how I can improve that, but it's pretty decent. And to have about 40% turnout between our two meetings is pretty good for us. Yeah, it's the most I've had on meetings like that. And 82% satisfaction with the digital badge and swag. And that digital badge was a bumpy ride, but we are right now ready to do a V2 of that, which is literally in-app, in the team. Welcome to the team, press a button, download your current profile if you want, because we're about to put something on your face, hit a button and you're done, and then it replicates through all of the Office 365 products. It's pretty smooth.
And one thing you guys should know about this, I mean, no one at Microsoft has built big programs like this. We really are excited about this because it shows how much investment Microsoft's making and how important Teams is to us, that we've really built this program around making users excited about it, delighting them. We work in end user services engineering, so it's not about, hey, you have to use this product. It's about you want to use the product, understand the productivity, the value prop of it, and get people to get excited. I mean, that's what we're really trying to change from the way that we roll out. So we look at all the feedback constantly to improve it, and then we want to leverage these kind of programs through other program deployments that we have, application deployments. So
it's true, and frankly, there are so many delighters in teams. Once you know, you can, both in the art of teamwork and through the champions, and when we engage in the white glove engagements, we show them these things, and you see the kind of the lights go, and they're like, oh my gosh, I could do that, or whatever, application that they're using it for. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
Oh, and I had like some of their verbatims, which I just want to point out that all of their verbatims revolve around one thing, and it's the community. Their number one thing about the program is each other. And I was just like, that is the coolest thing ever. They have their own team. There are 4 channels in there about, the general channel, the training channel, the feedback channel, and the badge and leaderboard channel, which she'll talk about in a minute. But they're really, really active in that team. They help one another. One of the verbatims shows that, and I've heard this multiple times, they're taking this champions program to their customers and saying, this is, what we recommend that you do. These are the results that we're getting. So get the right people, make them recognizable. This is super important, both for them and for other people to know who they are. And then give them the space to have a rich community. Feed them the new information. Give them the SME stuff so that they can be the SME for their org, and then help them connect to each other, because it really is a critical enabler. So then, what's next?
Yeah, we're really excited about this, and we were hoping to actually demo it for everyone this year at Ignite, but we had some technical challenges. Regardless, our next phase of this, Sarah and I both came from the gaming industry, and so we wanted to take this to the next level to create more excitement. As we said, you guys will notice it's a teamwork champion. It's not team specifically, because we want to leverage this on other programs that we have, and we feel so strongly. But this way, we're starting to get visibility to who our champions are. We're going to give them visibility by their org leaders, by their regions. They get badges. So every time they respond to questions, we have sentiment analysis. We're monitoring. When they do training, they get points. When they meet with users, they get points. So we have this whole point system that we've developed for our users so that they can get these champion badges and new badges. So we're going to have them get new badges as they reach certain levels. One of the next things that we're talking with our HR is to really build this into their performance reviews, right? How do you impact the community? Microsoft is all about community and helping one another. It's not about just individual contributions, it's about helping everyone. So that's a big part of our job. And how do we recognize people who are doing this great work? We felt this was an opportunity for the VPs, their org leaders, everyone to actually see who are these people that are really excited, working so hard other than doing their day jobs, really want to make Microsoft better, really excited. Let's do this. So yeah, we're looking at putting this into a program with their performance feedback so that their managers get it. And hopefully at the next Inspire or Ignite, we will show you this. We're also working on a couple new really cool experience things for our users that we'll share with you in the future. But this is what we have going next to try and get more recognition.
Yeah.
So thank you for being here. We'll answer some questions for you.
We're so glad you're here.
Yes.
We're like, I wonder if anybody will be there on
yeah,
Friday.
we didn't
We're
think
so glad
anybody
you're
was going to be here. We were like, okay, we'll just.
Yeah,
So thank you. Can we answer some questions?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, we have, I mean, believe me, I'm telling you, I came from industry. I've only been at Microsoft 1 year, and I walked in and I thought, everyone's going to love and use every single product here. I was in shock. Like, what do you mean you don't use this product? I mean, this is amazing. How do you not use it? And they're like, oh, it's just too much. You give us product after product after product. So we really, we had a lot of issues with resistance. We had issues with different generations comfortable with using Skype. The minute everybody found out that you know, we're going to move away from Skype, all of a sudden the resistance began. No, you can't take it. It has to be in parity. You have to give me every feature. And everything that we'd been asking for to create like this minimal viable product to say, okay, we need this criteria for our users, like escalated 200% because they're like, but what do you mean I can't have this feature? So we had a lot of resistance. We still do. We still do. It's a constant ongoing change management process. We talk about having a global change management, including the ITMs. It's really about bringing everyone together. That's the one thing I can tell you.
It's true, and you need to have a place for them to talk about it.
Yes.
You need to have a place for them to capture it, and you need to use it to the product end. So that's user voice and also through our verbatims that we get.
And Yammer. So we allow people to go on Yammer. We have communities and people vent on Yammer for us. And we have to like help respond.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So the question is, where are the comms going? Who's managing that project? And the answer is there are multiple channels. So we are managing feedback from multiple channels from our own users through surveys, through Yammer, through internal user voice through the app.
Yeah.
All of those things are aggregated and managed by our small team and our partners in marketing and comms that we work, hand in glove with.
Yeah.
So it's a great question.
I think we can take some questions here. Someone was waiting.
Oh,
Take one last question.
One last question.
Yes.
I'll get it in two parts.
Okay.
You mentioned the general channels, like you said, maybe 3
Yeah.
sub-channels, maybe catch those sub-channels. And the second part of it is, there was an earlier presentation where they were talking about you have your champions, you also have early adopters.
Yes.
They were talking about actually adding resistors into the early adopters.
Something to push against. Yeah. So the channels are the general channel, training channel, feedback channel, and digital badge and leaderboard.
And all of you guys should also know in Teams, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there is a bot, right? If you go click on the ellipses, that bot opens up a team that has multiple channels for your FAQs, your training videos, tutorials, release notes. It's a really valuable tool within the product itself. And there's also success with Teams for all of you that you can go and get more information for adoption and creating that.
And we have detractors. We have pieces of detraction embedded in this community.
Yeah.
They're very honest and they're very forthright. Again, picking the right people. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Thank you, guys.
thank you. We'll be
Good
on
to
the
see
side
familiar
answering
faces.
questions. Thank you. Enjoy your last day at Ignite.